up, 351? What's going on, brother? Hey, man, we're sitting on top of a house. I'm gonna give you a little tour here in just a second. I got fresh bait on the middle two rods here on my little makeshift rod holder. And I'm gonna change the bait on these outside two rods right quick. We've been catching a few. I got one that's definitely gonna have to have a video come out on him. So give me just a second. I'm gonna go grab a fresh piece of bait. Get these other two rods casted out. I wasn't on top of a house. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a tour. Hang with me just a second. Martin, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in. I'm using that's chunks of a large drum, freshwater drum, and we've caught 3 already. So on this drum, so I tried to catch some fresh shad this morning, and I didn't really have any luck. So I brought this big old froze drum with me, and it's doing tricks. So let's see. I'm using the bait runners today because they've been running with it pretty good. So hopefully I don't lose a rod here. Hopefully all my bait runners work. Let me catch up right quick. On a house, yes, Alicia, we are on a house. All right, I'm gonna give y'all a tour right quick. So, out here in front of the rods, I don't know if y'all can see. I don't know if y'all can see that far. But there's another house and a garage right there. This is a concrete house. And I believe it used to have a wooden roof structure on it. They have all these little steel studs in the sides. This over here, I'm on the house. There's the garage right there to this house. Walk you over here to the other side. Here's your garage right here. I don't know if y'all can see, but there's two drive-in slots, and you can see the top of a walk-in door on the garage there. So, and like I said, we're standing on the house. Here's the boat over here. We're just standing on a flat roof concrete house, and this is on Lake Texoma. We got the boat tied on through one of the old soffit vents or something there, and we've got this structure here was part of the old fireplace chimney. Catch crappie off of these houses. It's pretty neat to jig a crappie out of a chimney of a house. It's always submerged, Alicia. They flooded this, I guess probably when they built Texoma. Some of this up in here was probably not intentionally flooded. This is kind of where the Ouachita River comes into Lake Texoma. I haven't catfished over here that much. I haven't been over here in about 2 or 3 years. And I've crappie fished here a lot, and it's a little bit early for that yet. They're not really moved up in here. I've tried some minnows and tried some jigging a little bit today. But we've been catching some nice catfish, so hopefully they don't quit biting just because I went live. That'd be my luck, though. Hey, Miss Becca. Oh yeah, Miss Causey, she's right there. This is her first time. This is Causey's first time being on the housetops. I don't know if she likes this or not. There's one, we started off on a house over here behind y'all, and literally pretty much just about that much of the top of it is sticking out of the water. The whole rest of the house is underwater. She didn't have any problem jumping out on that house out of the boat, but I've had to throw her up on this one. This one is there's probably about 3 feet, give or take, of the top of this house sticking out of the water. From in the boat outside around it, you can actually see all the windows and the porch pillars and stuff. Matter of fact, the one that's, see, right there, that one right there, I've walked around inside of it and jigging crappie out the window catching crappie. We've walked around inside several of them. Some of these up here that are in shallower water. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's a garage that you can see. Very unique place to fish. Oh yeah, you believe me, I started off trying to catch some crappie, but this water's still a little bit cold and it's a little bit early for them to be up in here, but I'm definitely gonna try to do a video over here of some crappie fishing here in the next month or so. It may be end of April, 1st of May before they really move up in here good. But we're gonna try to catch some of them this year, definitely. I didn't do much crappie fishing last year, and I'm gonna do some this year. So. But I'm kind of giving up on the crappie fishing today, and we're just catfishing now. I don't know, Becca. I don't want to give it away, but there will be a video of what I've already done today. I'll be putting a video out here pretty shortly, so even if I get skunked on this live stream, I'm still happy today. we got the bloody knuckles going on today. Andy, what's going on, man? Appreciate you stopping in. Because he alone will bring in 4,000. Well, you would think, wouldn't you? I mean, I would think so. Yeah. Because you got the catfish slime on her face. She's been licking catfish already today. We probably won't stay live too long. We got up early. We got over here just right after the sun come up. I hadn't put out nothing done live in a while, so we were catching a few. I decided, what the heck? We had signal. We'd try to go live and show y'all this unique place to go fishing. Say the least. It's very unique. I don't know. It's the only place I know you can come sit on top of a house and go fishing. So. Like I said, I'm gonna flip the camera and show you the garage over here on the behind me. There's the garage. That's the garage to this house. I don't know if the garages actually had an old wood frame roof on them or not. But I'm pretty sure these had a wood frame roof on them. All the way around the edges of the concrete here. I can't see any right here, but they're all bent over and broke off. But there's little metal studs where it looks like they probably attached some wood trusses or something. I think these actually had a wood pitched roof on them at one time. And I really don't know all the history about them, and I don't know why they're made of concrete, but the main structure is just concrete brick. There's a little bit of brick inside some of these chimney holes. I got 2 chimney holes right here on either side of the tripod. I think probably one of those is probably some sort of, maybe a stovetop exhaust hood or something, but the big one here in the middle is the main fireplace chimney. All the brick or whatever they had there is gone. There's still some steel structure bolted on top of it, but All the old wood and stuff is long gone. And there's just the concrete left. How is the wind noise? Is the wind too bad? The wind wasn't supposed to blow here today, and then sure enough, I go fishing and the wind's gonna blow. I hope that wind noise isn't too bad. It kind of comes and goes. Alright, good deal. I have a little microphone with a little dead cat on it, but I honestly don't think it does me any good. What we want to hear is one of them reels of singing. Hear the clickers singing on one of them reels. I've got outside 2 reels are Abus, and the middle 2 reels there are Piscifun Chaoses, a 60 and a 50, and then my Abus are 7,000 and a 6500 C3, I believe. The Abus definitely have a louder, better clicker than the Piscifuns. That's really my only gripe about those Chaos reels, is the clicker's a little bit weak and it ain't real loud. But hopefully here in a minute we can hear one of them sing. I said I didn't do any good catching shad, so I've got some drum. I'm using some freshwater drum for bait today. I got some pretty decent sized chunks of drum on there. I just got all of them got fresh bait on them now. So. We need a monster. One of these little metal studs threw a crappie rod out earlier, and I had just a slip float on it, the bobber stopper. And being smart, I thought I would hook it underneath one of these little metal studs that's bent over, so nothing could pull the rod off in the water if something hit it and I wasn't paying attention. Well, then I walk back over there and go to pick the rod up. And this is not a 2-piece rod, but it is now. I picked the rod up and forgot it was underneath that little bent over metal stud, and snap goes the lose rod. It was on my, that's a little Lew's TXS combo, little Academy Specials. I'm gonna have to find a new rod for that reel now, but it is what it is. I won't stick another rod underneath one of those. It's pretty green. Well, it's kind of faded out. I'm hard on my equipment. It does sit in the carport at the house in the boat usually, but still it gets enough sun. It fades out my rods and eats them up. My uncle Lou's rod, it's not near bright orange as it used to be either. I didn't have a rig on it today, so it's in the bottom of the boat. I ain't even got it out. I had broke it off in my last excursion, I guess, and never tied anything back on it. Just got out these ones that I had. So. Anyhow, lesson learned about those little metal studs. Don't hook your rod in there. You might forget it's hooked in there and then pick it up and snap. Hey Troy, man, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in. Troy, we are on part, I guess that's considered part of Lake Texoma. We're sitting on top of a house. We tried to do a little crappie fishing this morning, but it's still a little early for those crappie, but we've been doing all right catfishing. It's a beautiful day out here other than a little bit of wind, but I don't know what you can do about that wind in Oklahoma. This is Causey's first time. She's over here bothering me, trying to get petted. This is Causey's first time coming to the housetops with me. I've never brought her over here before. And I don't know if she quite knows what to think about it. I'll flip the camera again. Troy, if you're still in here, buddy, there's the garage next to the house that I'm on. And over there you can see my boat. I got my boat tied to the house. There's my crappie rod. Gear over there. We got the little boat tied to the house. Got my Coleman makeshift rod holder here. I'm sitting on my little stool. My rods are using the nice easy chair. But I got the bait runners on them, so hopefully they won't go in the water. Earlier this morning I was putting them in these little putting the rods down in these holes in the side of the concrete here, kind of wedging them in there and putting the clickers on. Hoping I didn't lose one that way, but I haven't caught a fish yet since I put them on the chair here. I hope an old hungry blue cat comes along here in a minute. Makes one of them reels sing. When I got here, there were some guys on this house, and I'm not sure they weren't dropping a few cedar trees in. I was crappie jigging. There's definitely a cedar tree here off the back side of the house. At least one. They may have dropped a couple in there. And for whatever reason, they've got one. They got one big cedar tree, top of it sticking up out here in front of that garage, about I don't know, 30, 40 yards maybe. No waves over here, just like everywhere on Texoma. There's enough room for that wind to get them waves going. They get to rolling pretty good over here sometimes. I don't usually come over here when the wind's blowing much at all. Usually it's a south wind and you have to back your boat right into the waves. And you got half a boat full of water before you ever get it off the trailer. But today, this morning, it was nice and smooth. It's the same story. I really hope that wind don't get bad enough to topple over my chair. Oh, y'all probably can't see that one. There's the very top of a house, just off the left corner of that garage, just a little bit. But I don't think y'all can see it on there. We started off over there on that one though. And I guess we got the boat ramp and stuff. The cats start talking. I'm not sure that I'm up with the cats talking joke. That must be that must be something else. Yeah, at least I told Dan was texting me the other day saying that he was thinking about getting that boat. His dad was thinking about getting that boat out. I told him I was gonna come over here to House Tops today and see if I had any signal over here. I'd go live if I did. So. There's a boat. There's another boat over there now. They are, I don't know if they're gonna try to get on that house or not. They're kind of approaching it. Yeah, we're here, Alicia 8, and I really don't know if that was my PB earlier that I caught today or not, but I got it on film. There will be a video of that one. And I've never really catfished here. Nope, they went on by that house over there. I'm gonna make y'all dizzy and take you walking again. So I think this hole right here is the main chimney. You see the water down in there, water inside the house. There's a bunch of little holes. We'll jig down those holes, catch crappie out of those holes and whatnot. Across that way, it's a pretty big little area of the lake here, and so these waves they can get rough here. What's going on, Murillo? Just in time for giving a little tour. There's our ride over there. We had a bucket of minnows and some crappie poles. Hey Patch, thanks for dropping in, man. Appreciate you. Just kind of give y'all a little tour here. My rod holders don't stick in the ground on this concrete roof, so I'm kind of improvising here today. With my rod set up. Doing a little improvising with a rod setup today, but pretty neat place. I've been coming fishing over here for at least since I was an early teenager, maybe longer than that. One of my favorite spots to fish, but you just can't fish it very much because the wind's so bad. And the boat ramp's pretty bad too, but since I got that low rider trailer, I'm able to get my yeah, cause she's just chilling. She's just laying there chilling. I got her some water over there, so she gets hot, she can go get her a drink. Unfortunately, that wind is picking up. As you can see the waves there behind me. I was hoping that wasn't going to happen. Live, the wind picks up and the fish quit biting. I'll step over here and throw my can away right quick. Give me another soda. Ozzy discovered that I got some leftover pizza in that little ice chest over there. She's gonna think it's lunchtime here in a minute. Hey y'all, if y'all see John Parker out there, y'all tell him that I got his hoodie here on. I won that hoodie in his 1,000 subscriber giveaway. John, I appreciate it, man. It's a nice hoodie. Y'all check out see if I can get where y'all can check out the logo on the back. I had to get the one that says, "Boy, you can't fish worth a lick." He got some other nice ones I wouldn't mind having too. I intend on ordering me another one or two. I think Causey's main gripe about this place is she don't get to play in the water and swim. She's over here bothering me. Yeah, she hadn't got to do much swimming today. Us over here on top of these houses. We've been on the house or in the boat. Rod pod for that spot, huh? Oh, 3 rods. Yeah, Murillo, I'm gonna have to see what that rod pod's about. You know, I was thinking about old Dan Animals Creations. His little rod holder thing would be good on this house. Little rod holder stand he's built to hold 4 rods. I was thinking about that earlier. That would be. That thing would work good here. All I got's my old stick in the ground tubes, and I ain't sticking nothing in this concrete. We got one. He sent them messages that I was wearing. Appreciate it, Mike. I got this one pipe right here, back here behind me. I think that pipe, that's just a galvanized, looks to be about 1.5 inch galvanized pipe. I imagine that was some sort of a plumbing vent or something, I don't know, coming through the roof of that house. I'm not 100% sure, but earlier, before I decided I want to try to go live, when I had these rods kind of spread out everywhere, so I had one of them in that pipe right there behind me, using that pipe for a rod holder. That makes a good rod holder. Too bad that's the only one on here, though. I tell you what, that sun is that sun's warming it up here today. I've already been out of this hoodie once this morning, and then the wind started blowing. I had to put it back on. I may have to come back out of it again here just right shortly. It's getting warm again now. I'm sitting here in one spot with my back to the sun. That black hoodie is definitely heating me up. This that wind was supposed to be 5 to 15 today. It's every bit of 15 probably. I think it's been, this morning it wasn't bad at all, but I think here this afternoon it's been about 10 to 20, not 5 to 15. I hope I didn't sore lip them all. We're gonna go. We'll let it run another 20, 30 minutes probably. You need a drink? Let's step over and get the dog a drink real quick. Come on. I kind of thought I heard a clicker. Don't know which one it was. He didn't run with it hard. Come on, Cole. Earlier today, if it's been a blue cat, boy, they just been bzzz, just buzzing that clicker, making it sing. I don't know if y'all heard the clicker or not, but I thought I did. Papa John's jalapeno rolls. I don't guess I've ever tried any Papa John's jalapeno roll. Hear a clicker randomly throughout the day. I haven't used my clickers in a long time. I usually like to put them rods in a good solid rod holder and watch them bend, but I don't have a good solid rod holder out here. Here goes that doggone wind again. You got me excited though. We had a Papa John's in Ardmore. To be honest with you, I ain't been over there in a just about everybody's leaving here already now. Truck over there loading the boat. Looks like my truck may be the last one in the parking lot over there. A few guys on down the way fishing for the bank, probably. I really need to find some shad before I leave here today. I'm thinking about going over to Warrika tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, Alicia, I didn't do any good. I tried a little crappie fishing with the bobber and all I did is broke my rod earlier, so. We catch the crappie good around these houses when they actually, this water warms up another 10 degrees or so, when they move up in here, they'll move up in here around these houses, spawn. People throw brush in around these houses. It's a unique experience to stand around here jigging down a chimney and catch a crappie out of a chimney standing on top of a house. So I'll definitely be back over here for some of that here in a month or so. Ready for more. Man, you still got your lakes and stuff still frozen, Michael? Ours usually don't freeze for the most part. Last year we had I don't remember how many days it was where it was below freezing, but last year we actually did. Our lakes did freeze over and we had a lot of shad killed and stuff. It usually doesn't get that cold down here in southern Oklahoma. So. And if it does, it's just for a day or two, you know, it's not long enough for to get the lakes froze over. It might freeze over little ponds, and shallow backwater sloughs and stuff, but not the lakes. If you left them shad in the car, Alicia, you'd know it pretty quick. You open that door. Squirrel, what's going on? Appreciate you stopping in. Squirrel, I don't know if you can see it, but we're sitting on top of a concrete house and right out here and right out here and right out here. And there's some more houses. That's a house and that's the garage beside the house. I'm gonna flip you. There's the garage beside this house that I'm sitting on top of. That garage, it's kind of in the shade. Y'all probably can't see it on the camera, but it's got two large bay doors where you can pull a car in there, and then it's got one little walk-in door on the side of those. And I can barely see the top of some windows over here on the side of it when the waves are up and down. Yeah, this is Squirrel. This is one of my favorite crappie fishing spots. So we always used to come over here and crappie fish. You know, walking around on the house, and people throw in cedar trees and whatnot around the sides of these houses. And them crappie come up in there and spawn. And yeah, this house is, I think it's sitting in about 5 to 6 foot of water. Probably how deep the water is right here around this house. I started off this morning on one over here on the other side, and just the 6-inch thick slab of it sticking above the water pretty much. It's about 8-9 foot deep around that one. And Kazi didn't have no problem jumping out on that one, but I had to pick her up and throw her up there on this one. She's down here just chilling, waiting on the clicker so she can act like a fool. Her and I both need to go on a diet and do some exercise. She's getting a little bit fat. Yeah, I tried a little bit of crappie fishing this morning, Dawson, but I think it's still a little bit early. They're not up in here this shallow yet. Our water temp is in the upper 40s. Probably. So it needs, if it come up 10 degrees, they'll start moving up in here good. And this is on Lake, this is kind of part of Lake Texhoma, I guess what it's considered as, where the Ouachita River comes into Lake Texhoma. And there are some big crappie in here. I'm sure most of the biggest crappie, 2-3 pounders, whatnot I've ever caught. A lot of them come out right here off of one of these houses. Paul Mans, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in. Oh, we've had a great day today. We just ain't had a good day yet on this live. They quit biting as soon as I went live. Wind picked up and the fish quit biting. I had out these 4 rods this morning for catfish, and I've been walking around crappie jigging. And there were some guys on this house this morning when I got here, and I went over to that other house that's deeper. I almost think they threw in this. There's a couple of cedar trees right here off the back. I think they threw them in, and there's one cedar tree out here in front of this garage. I think those trees don't look like they've been here long. Somebody just threw them in. They ain't got any moss built up or nothing on them yet. So. Somebody is getting ready for crappie season. Throwing a little brush out here. Lake Texoma's definitely got some big crappie. Got some big blue cats too. I don't know if that record still stands, but at one time the rod and reel record was 98 pounds, and it came out of right here. 98-pound blue cat got caught on rod and reel off the bank in this particular part of Texoma here. I really don't know if that's been beat or not. I know there's some been bigger caught on jug lines, some over 100 on jug lines and trout lines and stuff, but I had to look that up and see. We always called this place the Housetops, so that's what everybody called it when I was growing up. I think it's part of the Tishomingo Wildlife Refuge. And you can't even put a boat in here September through March. September through March, they pretty well shut this place down, and it's a waterfowl refuge. You can't hunt in here. Like I said, you can't even put a boat in here and be driving a boat around out here to disturb the waterfowl. So it's a neat place. Waterfowl need a place where sorry suckers like me can't shoot at them. And yeah, September through March. So they just opened this back up to boating March the 1st. And I really planned on coming over here before now, but Can y'all see these? Can y'all see these other houses right above my finger there? Yeah, it's pretty neat place, Patrick. That I don't know anywhere else in Oklahoma. Some of our other lakes, you know, they've got some flooded houses under them, but you can't see the houses, you know, they don't stick up any. And these, I'm not sure if these were this was some military housing or what exactly these were at one time. But they're all just kind of, I really don't know how many of them there are out here either. There's I know at least there's at least 8 of them out here, and that's not including the little garages that are around. Some of them have a little garage around them, some of them don't. Yeah, what happened to Sharon? I don't know, but I don't think we get the swans down here, but we get the pelicans sometimes, boy. Sometimes them pelicans come in some of these places by the thousands in the wintertime. Most of them are already come and gone now. I'm sure them pelicans come in over here quite a bit. Earlier I had Yeah, that was a seagull. It was a big seagull, but he was swimming around out here he swam around out here in front of that garage. He acted like he had bird acted like he had a nest up here or something. I mean, he didn't want to leave. He finally swam down and around out behind my boat, squawked at me, carried on for a while. I guess finally he went on. He decided I wasn't going to leave, so he went on, I guess. I just knew one of these rods clickers be singing by now. They gonna make a fool out of me. That ain't hard to do. I've been live an hour and can't get a bite now. Oh yeah. Hey, Patrick, I don't know if you were in here a while ago. I was kind of giving a little tour. There ain't nothing happening on them rods right at the moment. So I'll flip the camera here. You see that garage right there? I don't know if y'all can see, but it's got two overhead on this high spot on it there on the left side. It's got two overhead doors where you can basically put a car in there. A car on each side. It's got one little walk-through door there on the walk-through door here on the right-hand side. Like I said, there's a little chimney hole. Here's another little chimney hole with the brick down in there. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if y'all can see in. It's in the shade. You can't really see the doors on the camera there. But right out there, there's where somebody's put in a fresh cedar tree out there sticking out on top of the water. And, back here, that's my transportation. That's how we got here. That's some minnows in the bucket and some of my crappie fishing poles there. And this one pipe right here, this one galvanized pipe, it makes a good rod holder, but there's only one of them on here. So, it's my assumption that all these holes, there's these little square holes all the way around the sides. I think those were soffit vents. Like I said, I believe there was a wood. Oh, we got a rod going, y'all. All right, the Abu 7000 is getting took off with. didn't get him. Oh, how did he not get that? Alright, well, I'm gonna take the opportunity to show you there. There's my piece of drum. That's disheartening right there. That sucker was running. I know y'all could hear that clicker. Well, shoot, y'all, that's about a bummer and a half. Did you hear that clicker, Patrick? That booger was running with that thing, and I didn't get him hooked up. I can't even blame it on John Parker's hoodie either, because I've had a good day already today. So, yeah, that was one of them blue cat runs. Anyways, like I said, it's not. I was telling them about how I broke a rod on these little metal studs. So there's these little metal studs. Concrete all down through here. Most of them are bent over and stuff. And I stuck my rod under one of them little metal studs there. I stuck my crappie rod there under it, and that green one, and that's not a two-piece rod, but I guess it is now. It wasn't a two-piece rod. It's a broken, worthless rod now. Yeah. Let's see if I can flip this camera back around. Yeah, that's a bummer that I missed that one. That was a good fish. He was running with it good. Sat here an hour on live. Finally got a good run, and I don't even hook him up. I don't know how he didn't hook up. Get y'all plugged back in here quick. I love the clicker on that old 7000. I've had that old Abu 7000 for, I don't know how long, 15, 20 years probably. Well, maybe, Patrick, maybe we'll get another run here shortly. Like I said, I've been here since the sun come up this morning, so I wasn't gonna go live long, but I thought we was catching a few catfish, and we was catching some nice ones too, so I'd try a little live, see if we couldn't get a little action on live stream. We've been going about an hour and 12 minutes, so I don't know, I'll probably go 15 more here and see what happens. Yeah, the old ones, the old Abus, boy, they're hard to beat them old Abus. I've still got a 1 6000, and I've got that 7000, and I've got a couple of. I used to bass fish with the, I believe it was a 4600 C3, the old Abus. I've still got a couple of those that are still in good shape, working condition, but. I had an old 5000, and I don't know what I've done with that 5000. I can't find that 5000 for nothing. I tried to get that one back out there in about the same spot. I don't know if that fish come back for it or not. He's probably gonna find it again. Maybe a fish found one of these other ones here in a few minutes. This one reel, these reels that I got right here, yeah, for your swim baits, yeah, that 5000 be a good swim bait reel. Off the res, what's going on, man? The 3500 C3, and I love it. Well, I've got a. Yeah, I can't point. I ain't done this in a while. Cause quit. Cause gonna lick my finger. This reel here on this one, that's a 6500 C3, I believe. These two middle ones, I've got a Piscafun Chaos XS50 on that one, the XS60 on that one, and then that far one over there, that red one, that's my old Abu 7000. Man, that Abu 7000's caught everything from sailfish to red drum to shark. It's caught a couple big catfish today, matter of fact, but I've definitely caught my PB catfish on that one. Like I said, that reel's 15, 20 years old, man, and it never misses a lick. I'm curious. I've bought what I got. I got a 6500 C3 on my Uncle Lou's rod over there in the boat too. I'm trying to think if I bought. I don't know if I've got 2 or 3 of those. I've just bought them since I started this catfishing here in the last year or two, and I hope they're the good made in Sweden ones. I hope they're gonna hold up as good as all my other old Abus have. Those 6500 C3s they're pretty much the same as my old 6000. It's pretty much the same size reel. I don't know that they even make the 6000 anymore. The 6500, yeah. Yeah, that's what this one here is. It's the 6500 C3. I caught one on it earlier today. With a 15, 16 pounder blue cat, and that may have been the first time I ever used the clicker on that reel, but clicker was pretty decent on it. It was pretty loud. 35. Yeah, like I said, I've got some 5600s, and they're pretty small. They wouldn't hold near enough 20, 30 pound line for catfishing. I used to bass tournament fish quite a bit, and man, those old 5600 C3s were some of my favorite reels for a long time. And like I said, I've still got 2 or 3 of them. Some of them need some new handles and whatnot, but the reels are all still in working shape. This is a little different. I like hearing them clickers run. I ain't. I've been just using my bank rod holders, my boat rod holders with the reels locked down. We can see the rod bend over, but that's pretty fun. Gets the blood flowing hearing them clickers singing. Hey Eddie, what's going on, man? Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. Pennsylvania Trout Slayer, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. We had a pretty good little run there about 5-10 minutes ago, and some dummy didn't get a hook in him. Somehow. Man, that sounds like good fish too. That could have been, I guess that could have been a gar, but I bought a power handle, DT, I bought a power handle. I've got a power handle on this 65. It didn't come with the power handle, the 6500 C3 right here. It didn't come with the power handle. But I got that power handle at Bass Pro Shops for 18, 19, 20 bucks basically. I think it was $19.95 or something. It's a Abu. It's made for that reel. It's an Abu power handle. I think the reel that I've got on that. I think the reel I've got on my Uncle Lou's rod is it's the Abu 6500. I think it's the Striper Special. And I believe it actually came with the power handle, but the regular 6500 C3s that I've got didn't. I bought my dad a 6500 C4. And the difference is the C3 has the little small thumb button on the side, and the C4 has the big thumb bar all the way across the spool. And he likes that big thumb bar better. I probably would too, but I haven't had one of those C4s. Now my little 5600 C3s, those have the thumb bar all the way across the spool, front of the spool. I'm just almost certain that that Striper Special has a power handle on it, and it came with the power handle. That reel is blue. Pretty sure it's got a matching blue power handle on. Let me grab it right quick. I think I got this one, y'all. No way. No way. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He came off. He freaking came off. Well, that's just straight embarrassing. You can see that's a big chunk of bait and that's a big hook. Oh, you got me on that one. Did you? Could y'all hear that? I was over there in the boat. And Causey come running over here to the rods. I couldn't hear the clicker from where I was at. She heard it and she run over there to the boat and run back over here to the rod. She's like, come on, let's go. And I fouled it up again. Oh, shoot. Got that one a little bit left. I may have crossed that black rod with that green one. I don't think they're crossed, but they're definitely in the same vicinity. I was catching them before I went live. Now I can't hook them up. I don't know if y'all could hear that little Piscifun. That was a Piscifun 60. It was doing the singing that time. Cause, good girl, Cause. Said, hey, Joker, come hook this fish, and then I didn't hook him. Let me go grab that other reel. So, here we go. So this is my Uncle Lou's rod, and I've got the this is the Abu. I thought the power handle was blue and matched the reel, but it ain't. It's It looks exactly like the power handle. No. Oh, that aftermarket power handle that I bought is black. And this one's a honed aluminum look or whatever. But that's the 6500 C3. That's the striper special or whatever. 6500 C3 striper special. But it came with the power handle. I didn't put the power handle on it. I ain't got it out there today because apparently I broke it off last time I was out fishing. I already had those other 4 had rigs on them, so I just used them. I didn't break this one out. I just left it. Well, I don't know what to do now. I was gonna shut her down by now, but now I've done got 2 runs here lately, so I may hang on, stay live a little bit longer, see if I can't land one of these suckers. This is every time I walk off and you walk off and go put this back in the boat again, maybe another one will hit it. Maybe we'll get another run. Good reach it. Good reach it. That one's slack. Oh, no way! I don't know if some big gar come up in here or what, boy. But that one was slack. And I reeled it up tight and it went slack again. No, you ain't getting this bait. You ain't getting this bait, cause I'm gonna rehook it on the other end. No. No. You ain't getting this bait. I don't know if that's the alligator gar doing that to me and they ain't getting the hook. But I've been catching blue cats. Let me sling it back out there. The clicker. That's one of my complaints, the only complaints about those Piscifun. Other than that clicker, they're a really good reel. And that clicker's just not strong enough for me. It needs to provide a little more resistance. You can keep that line a little bit tighter. If you got a hard, if you got a good hard wind, you can forget using the clicker with one of them. That wind's just gonna pull the line off the reel and give you a big old line loop. This doggone embarrassing. Three fish and I missed every one of them. That Piscifun clicker's letting off a little bit now. And that's just the wind. That's just the wind blowing on the line, making it let off a little bit. They're just not very stout. That would be my suggestion. You'll get the next one. Shoot, I got the first three. Then I go live and I miss the next three. I had the rod boat up on that last one right there. And rod boat up, and then it just come off. It's just, I'm not getting that hook in them. Maybe they're just getting a hold of that bait and taking off with it, and they ain't getting that hook. I got the hook in one end of the bait there so that it don't get turned back on itself. The bait don't turn back on the point or anything. That hadn't seemed to be the case either time. So. But the action's picking up a little bit here again now. We just had somebody who could catch a fish. We'll be doing good. There goes wind. It clicked a little bit again. Avid, what's up? If you're still in here, I probably missed you. What's going on if you're still in here? Sorry about everybody I missed here. Our old channel cat's around here. I think that was just the wind. That was just the wind, Colin. That blew a pretty good little line loop in that green rod there now. I said those clickers need to be a little more firm. You need to hold that spool a little bit tighter. I've had that Chaos XS50 for probably over a year now, and I mean I dragged that sucker through the mud and the muck and the river sand, and the dog here, she gets mud all over everything, and I haven't cleaned it once or oiled it once. It still casts really good, smooth. Hard to beat an old avenue, but it's hard to beat one of those Piscifunds for the price. 50-60 bucks for that XS50 and that XS60. That is not bad at all. Richard, what's going on? Hope you're doing good too, Richard. I'm not doing so well right now, Richard. I keep letting these fish off the hook. I need to get one of them up here on this roof for y'all. I wasn't gonna live stream that long. I thought I should have done had 3 of them up here on this live stream. It may turn into a personal vendetta against these fish now. They only carry the reels, they don't carry the power handles, huh? Well, that's, like I said, I got those. I bought that one in McKinney, Texas. The Bass Pro Shops in McKinney, Texas. That's the outskirts of Dallas. Outskirts of Dallas, Texas is where I got the 6500 C3 right there with and I bought the power handle the same day, like I said, and that power handle was only like 20 bucks. I wonder if you couldn't get online and but DT, you're up there in Canada, ain't you? So, wonder if you could find them online though through the Bass Pro Shops, and maybe they wouldn't charge you arm and leg shipping. I don't know where they'd ship them to you from. Kuma 80 bait runner yesterday for 20 bucks. Well, 20 bucks ain't bad. I've never had, I don't guess I've ever had one of them Akumas. I don't know that I've even seen or laid hands on an Akuma in the store around here. That'd be something I'd have to order online. I'm trying to think about why I keep missing them fish. Maybe I'm trying to, or maybe I'm setting the hook with that big circle hook and I ain't getting them. All the run's been over here on this green rod and this one red and white rod on the end. I did catch one earlier on this rod, thrown back that way. It's still thrown back that way. Oh, you're dirty. You're dirty. I had to come out of the real-time catfishing hoodie. I had to come out of that sucker. It's done warmed up out here now. I hope that wasn't my bad juju. Try to tighten that Chaos 60. Tighten that line back up a little bit again. You get one of them good blue cats to run on, it ain't gonna matter if it's tied or slack. All right, DT, man, I appreciate you coming in, hanging out with me. I get them kids fed for sure. Yeah, Wood Metal Garage. We are always trying to have fun, stay safe. I feel like I need to walk off and walk away. That's when they all hit, when I walk off. Coleman rod holder has done good though. We haven't the bait runners. We haven't lost any rods yet. Turned the chair plumb over yet. Oh, I knew it was too early, but I have my little spinning rod. You can try some minnows over there earlier too, but little crappie jig. I like to put a small little worm weight. That's just a little bullet weight. I'm gonna say that's a 16th ounce bullet weight. I like to put a little small bullet weight on top of my jig. A little 16-ounce jig and a 16-ounce bullet weight. And I usually just use mostly these little old tube body jigs. But I tried crappie fishing a little bit this morning and wasn't having any luck. But I like that little I like that little weight on there. When I get this down there hung up in the brush that I'm jigging in, a lot of times I can bounce that around, and that little weight is a lot of times just enough to knock that jig off of whatever I'm hung up on. I might be crazy, but I'm a pretty firm believer that helps me from get quite a few hang-ups unhung. If I can jig in this chimney hole. Sit here and watch the chat and jig in this chimney. Hey, fishy, fishy, fishy. Hey, crappie, I highly doubt it, but I guess it's possible that they could move up here in this shallower water when in the afternoon when that water warms up a little bit from that sunshine. So it's probably unlikely, but I sure wasn't catching them this morning. I didn't get no bite in the chimney. Go over and get some water. Why don't you go over and drink some water? Come on, fishy. I really wish we could get one of these suckers on here, because if we get one, it's likely to be a good one. Well, I hadn't caught any dinks over here today. Somebody had broke a bottle on top of this thing. I'm over here walking off, trying to, one of these rods to take off. Don't pick it up glass. You don't need to be over here by the glass. Well, my walking off didn't work that time. I didn't get no runners. Go get a drink. Go get a drink. You getting hot, huh? Come on, go get a drink. You just gonna bite some of it off, huh? That ain't good. Yeah, having a dog biscuit here. It's been laying over there on the roof for 3 hours. She won't eat it, but if I pick it up, then all of a sudden she wants it. And I'm gonna give them 10 minutes. That's it. 1:24, so 1:34. I'm quitting. Dog's getting hot. I'm getting hot. I really want to catch one though. That wind slacked off again now. Now we're getting that 5-mile-an-hour wind probably. Need a great old biggin. Come back through here. What's up down east? Thanks for stopping in, man. Oh, my phone's getting all dark. We've had about 3 good runs there in a little spurt, and then it's kind of died off again now. We're due for another run here. See if I can hook one maybe this time. It's been pretty embarrassing, to be honest with you. I just hope y'all could hear them clickers run. I ain't done that in a while. I love hearing them clickers. Yeah, 351. Man, here before it's over with, I'm gonna do at least do a video or do a live over here when the crappie are up in here. Show y'all some of these big crappie that's in here too. It's just a really neat little spot to catch crappie when they're up in here. Over here on this end, they've put in, some guys put some brush in over here. I'm gonna walk over here and jig that just for a minute. That's all it took. All right, we gotta run. We gotta run on that red 1000 again. turn directions, it's getting slack now. He doesn't turn directions on me. That ain't no good. Ah, you got to be kidding me. They just playing with my emotions now. One heck of a run. Anytime I get over here, he dropped it. All right, I'm going back to crappie jigging. Hit my mistake. Uh-oh, he was timed out. I don't think he's. I think he may already left. Anyways, 351. Wouldn't worry about it. Here, I'm gonna go back down here and crappie jig again. Let's see if that rod take off running again. Surely you heard that. $3.51, man. If he's still in here, have you ever used one of these little? Well, that's just a Mr. Crappie, little Mr. Crappie reel. Ain't never used one of these. I'm gonna buy me one of them big long 10-foot rods to go on it. I ain't felt one of them crappie thump that jig in a while. I sure wish they was up in here today, but they don't seem to be up in here. Hey Jody, sorry I missed you. I think you already gone. Yeah, I don't know 351 if you ever tried one of them. You ever tried one of them little reels? Oh no, you're here. Okay. Well, Jody, so far all I've done is let them run with it and not set the hook on them. I just keep missing them. On the live, I caught a few before I went live. Y'all definitely have to look out for my video of that one. One of them I caught this morning might be my PB. I've caught some nearly that big or right around that size before. Didn't have anything to weigh them before. I weighed that one this morning. I'm gonna try to put that video out here pretty quick. You taking lessons from me, letting them run and get off? Well, that's what we're doing right now. We got the clickers on. We got these 4 rods right here, leaned up on the Coleman camping chair, and we got the clickers on. And we've had, I think we've been live for a little over 2 hours, 20 minutes or something almost now. And we've had 4 good runs, and I ain't hooked to one of them. And they're all running just like them blue cats I caught this morning are running. You know, they're just hitting it, just peeling line off that reel. I don't know if these last ones been gar or if these blue cats are getting sneaky on me. That last one, I didn't even try to hook him. He just dropped it. He was running with it, and by the time I tried to start fixing tighten it up and try to get him, he just dropped it. And all about so far on the live stream, been on this green rod here and then this red and white one out here on this end. But yeah, Jody, let me this kind of unique spot too. I'm gonna take you on tour. 351 been on tour too many times. He's probably still in here. I'm gonna take you on tour right quick. Let me flip the camera. There we go. All right. So I don't know if you can see those over there, but if you look right over there, there's more houses in the water over there. Quite a few of them. There's at least 8. Some of those are little garages. This house that I'm on top of here, there's my boat tied off to the house over here. It's a concrete house. And we always crappie fish over here. I've never catfished over here that much, and I've done pretty good today, or did this morning anyway. And I'm just missing them this afternoon. But I got my little boat tied off over here. That's how we got out on here. I was just getting her a drink of water. This is the garage to that house. It's got 2 large bay doors and then one little walk-through door there, and then you can kind of see a little bit of the side of the window right there on the side of it. see all them little metal studs sticking out everywhere. Some of them are bent over and whatnot. I think this thing actually used to have a wood framed pitched roof on top of it. That wood's all rotted off and gone. There's the garage, and we're just literally just standing on a concrete slab with our rods on the chair, clickers on so they don't get jerked off the house here. And you got some old chimney, holes. I think this is actually the main kind of fireplace chimney. I don't really know what this little steel structure is on here. This is the only one that's still got the steel structure left on top of it, over the top of like the main chimney hole. I don't know if you can see off down in there. Yeah, you probably can't see off down there. About 3 or 4 foot down, there's water in the house in there. I have stubbed my toe on those studs and about fell off of here before. That has happened. I've been fishing here since I was in my early teens, probably. And I haven't been over here in a couple of years. Matter of fact, earlier today I was trying to throw Causey up on top of this house out of the boat. And me and her both about went swimming today already. So said, you got some, there's more of them over there, and then we started off over here on this other side. I don't think you can see that one, but that's just barely the concrete slab roof sticking out of the water over there on one over there. But this is part of Lake Texoma, and this, I think when they built Lake Texoma, all this kind of Ouachita River kind of changed course and whatnot, and all this kind of got flooded. I don't know if they really knew it was going to flood, or it was just kind of accidentally got flooded or whatnot. But there's all these concrete abandoned houses, and I'm not sure what they used to be. If that was some sort of a military housing or what, but pretty neat place here in the, this water temperature warms up about 10 more degrees. We'll be over here catching crappie off of these houses. We'll be catching crappie out of the chimney holes and whatnot. Pretty neat. Definitely something different. It's not too many places you can set up on top of a house and fish. This one that I'm sitting on, like I said, it's probably only about 4 or 5 foot deep. It's 5, 6 maybe. Right here around this house. That other one on out there we started on this morning, it's about 8 or 9 foot deep around it. And some of these that you can see right here, right back there, they're in a little bit shallower water. They're not quite so much water up in them. You can get out and go inside of those. You can get out of the boat, walk around inside of those, and jigging out the window and stuff, catch crappie out the windows and whatnot. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat little experience when the crappie are up in here. We hadn't had any luck with the crappie today, but we've caught a few catfish, but not on the live stream, unfortunately. I usually just come over here to crappie fish, and I really didn't do any crappie fishing last spring. Definitely gonna do something this year though. I wouldn't mind having some crappie to eat, and it's fun. So Richard Jean says it's good for you. No way I'd get in those houses. You're afraid what? Yeah, it's a little bit nerve wracking when you get out of there and walk around inside of them. I'm just always afraid I'm gonna step in a hole or something, and all of a sudden I'm gonna bloop, go down, fill my waders full of water. Try to catch bluegills. Crappie fishing is fun. I like to do it with jigs mostly, but I crappie fish with minnows some too. I've actually brought some minnows. I got a bucket of minnows over there. They may be getting. They're sitting out here in the sunshine. They may be getting too warm now. I bought this new little funny little, looks like a little fly reel or something. I bought this new funny little reel. I ain't never had one of these. I thought I'd try it out. I really didn't have I should have bought a rod for it too, and I didn't have a rod at the house. Well, Cause is kicking my poles over here. Look at her. All right, kicking my poles. I need to go back to Academy and I'm gonna buy me one of them long 8-10 foot rods, whatever it is. Yeah, I like the reel so far. It's like I said, it's different. It's funny. It's meant for you can't cast it. You just have to kind of strip off line and jig with it. It's definitely just a little jigging reel. Let me straighten the rod up. Knock my rod over. Yeah, it's definitely just a little jigging reel. And most of them I see in Academy and whatnot, they're usually got a 8-10 foot rod on them, long rod on them. I guess that's so you can reach way out there and get to the brush pile, not get too close to the brush pile, spook the fish or whatever. Sometimes fishing on these housetops though, it's better off to have a shorter rod, especially if you're trying to fish down these little chimneys. Well, I done said I was gonna shut this thing down several times. I ain't done it yet. But I'm planning on probably gonna go over to Warrika Lake tomorrow. And I don't know, I might come back over here, who knows. But I need to get out here and go catch some shad. Although usually it's pretty easy to catch shad over here, but I haven't seen any flipping or popping or anything today. And I hadn't had any luck this morning throwing the throw net trying to catch any. Oh, you gotta go Creole tomorrow, huh? Yeah. Well, I was out here fishing and I didn't watch the tournament today. I was filming. I was actually filming me fishing with the phone. So I missed it today. I don't know who all was fishing today. But anyways, I guess this is gonna be a skunk one, looks like, because so I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I don't know if it was that John Parker hoodie or what. But Yes, good luck to you, Pontoon Jody. Hope you can catch a big one. Keep old Jeremy at bay. Put a whooping on him. So, anyways, I appreciate y'all for coming in, and I apologize I didn't catch a fish. Like I said, I was catching them before I did the live stream, and then the live stream, and now I can't get one hooked. So I'm gonna get off here and go see if I can catch some shad. Get to the house, and I do have a video coming though. I caught a pretty nice one out here this morning, so I'm definitely gonna put that on here. But thanks again, and I will see y'all later. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows?